Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Taking a look at Boston, what a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference. And checking out Indiana, pretty far behind right now.
When I look at Indiana, there's no doubt they feel the pressure mounting. I mean, failing to match those expectations from the start of the year is apparent.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around and waiting and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
A look at Indiana's starting group. We've got Pascal Siakam. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Andrew Nembhard. And it's Huff in at the center position. And for Boston, White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Sam Hauser. And it's Queta in at the 5 down low. Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Now here's Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
Here's Brown. Outside White. The 3. The rebound by Nembhard. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Brown. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
Here's Huff. Siakam looking it over. Nails the baby hook.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Checked in for Hauser.
Now into the lineup for Boston, number 27, Jordan Wall.
Just over a minute and a half in. White finds Brown. Back to White. The 3. The rebound by Nembhard. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The floor is space for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But they live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Knocks it down from distance.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Nembhard against Pritchard. White for 3. Kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Pass to White. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Siakam outside. Here's Furphy, defended by Brown. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Pritchard against Nembhard. Pass to Brown. The three is up. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Nembhard, the pass to Huff. And here's Siakam. Some nice passing by Indiana here. To the paint. Nembhard for 3. The Pacers again can't hit. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to White. All alone. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. White's got 5 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And looking at the 2K leaderboard here, you see the top scoring small forwards over the past month. Jaylen Brown is second.
And these are some of the most dangerous players in the league, just capable of getting hot and taking over a game in the blink of an eye.
There are so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. To make this list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Here's Furphy. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Furphy. Now here's Nesmith. He's guarded by White. Nembhard outside. To the middle. Here's Huff. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Pritchard. Yet to see a basket. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Walsh. And Boston again with a bucket.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Siakam outside. Here's Furphy. Averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Huff. Now here's Nesmith. Here's Nembhard. And the layup is good off the glass.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's White. He's got 5. Pass to Brown. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. White looking it over. Back to Brown. Fires from deep. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Here's Siakam. It's rebounded by Walsh.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Outside, Brown. White for 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Now here's Siakam. His last outing, he had 24 points. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Nembhard. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Boston pulls it in. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Outside Neesmith. Siakam outside. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Furphy. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Siakam, pass to Neesmith. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
Man, we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
They set the pick. Here's Pritchard into the lane. And he parries his first look.
It's impossible to win when you give up second and third chances to score.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Furphy. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by White. Celtics lead by 19. Outside Pritchard. And here's Brown. Fires from deep. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Furphy. He's scoreless. Nembhard outside. Pass to Furphy. He shoots. The rebound, Celtics. Outside Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Hits a three-pointer.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Huff. Now here's Siakam. Nembhard outside. Inside. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back over to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Siakam, no good.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Brown looking around. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Walsh can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 21. Outside Neesmith. Pass to Huff. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Huff's got his second bucket on the night.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Outside Pritchard. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Back to Brown. With the fadeaway. The Pacers pull it in. Nembhard's got 4 rebounds now. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to White. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And here's Siakam. Misses from close range. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Boston out in front, up 19. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Walsh in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Jackson. Boston with a rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
White, good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
McConnell against Pritchard. Pass to Shepherd. The 3. They grab their own miss. McConnell looking around. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. Nice shot by Walker.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Walker against Brown. Pass to Walsh. Back to Brown. Outside White. From deep. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
Continuing to add to his tally with that triple. Now his 3rd of the game.
Here's Shepherd. Still no points. Some nice passing by Indiana here. McConnell outside. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound, Pacers. Potter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Indiana shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Potter shooting 1.
On the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Here's McConnell following the 3 by Boston. Down low. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
And there's the screen. Pritchard, the pass to Garza. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Simons comes in for Pritchard, then for Indiana. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Potter. Furphy comes in for Walker, and Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Shepherd. Pass to Furphy. Back to McConnell. Clock at 6. Siakam outside. Lets it fly. Indiana again missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's McConnell. No points yet. Pass to Furphy. Launches it from deep. McConnell's shot is off.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Neesmith with it. Now guarded by Brown. Out left to the wing. Now here's McConnell, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. They get it again. There's Neesmith with a 3. And here's Siakam for 3. Indiana again missing.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Here's McConnell, following the bucket by Boston. And he drives in, and he lays it up and in. McConnell's got his first points of the night.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Simons against McConnell. Pass to White. Simons deciding where to go with it. Back to White. Launches it. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McConnell outside. Here's Siakam, defended by Hauser. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. McConnell against Simons. Pass to Brown. Simons outside. Back to Brown. Launches a 3. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
You see the confidence building in Brown offensively. First, it was taking over stretches. Now, it's taking over games.
Now here's McConnell. Now Siakam, defended by Hauser. Outside Neesmith. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Huff's checked in for Indiana.
Number 32, Jay Huff.
McConnell against Simons. Now here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 2. Siakam for 3. The rebound, Celtics. White's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Siakam outside to the inside. Outside for McConnell. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Siakam outside. No good on the triple.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Back to Brown. The 3 ball. Huff pulls it in.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
McConnell outside. Pass to Siakam. From outside the arc. And it's Siakam again missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Simons against McConnell. Here's Huff. Back to McConnell. Shoots over Simons. McConnell's shot is off.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Simons against McConnell. And here's Brown for three. That one is off. And here's Indiana now. Last time they met was in Indianapolis.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. A bench play in that game was the difference.
Anytime you get starter-level production out of the second unit, you put yourself in a position to succeed.
Boston with the ball. The Pacers making their last shot. Brown passes to White. Back to Brown. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Huff's got his fourth rebound in this one. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's White. Neesmith covering. And here's Brown for three. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, PA. Unbelievable.
Pass to Furphy. Fires the three. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And over the last 10 games, these are the league's best rebounding squads. In the third spot, the Celtics.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
And Boston with some changes. Cadis checked in for Garza. Shireman comes in for White. And the Pacers also making a change. Nembhard, he's checked in for McConnell. Neesmith on the wing. Pass to Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. The three is up. Boston with a rebound.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Here's Shireman. Back to Brown. Beyond the arc. Good! Another from three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Murphy, no good.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Simons outside. There's a screen. Pass to Keita. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Simons with it. Siakam covering. Simons outside. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in.
Yeah, Siakam's got a great head on his shoulders. They'd be smart to use him in that set as much as possible.
Pass to Shireman. Nembhard against Simons. And here's Brown. The three. Siakam pulls down the board. On the wing, Nembhard. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Nembhard's got 8.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Here's Shireman. And it's all from three-point range. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Pass to Neesmith. Nembhard outside. Takes a three. That shot off the mark. There's Simons with a three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. One team is driving and the other, well, they're just being driven.
Rough road ahead, Ernie. Check your tires.
Uh-oh, one of these teams got a flat, and it doesn't look like they have roadside assistance.
Ooh, that reminds me, I'm due for an oil change. I better grab an appointment. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Pacers.
They've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq. How do you extend your defense enough to bother shooters without opening up the driving lanes?
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Nesmith.
Pascal Siakam. Second personal foul.
And for Boston, they're shooting about 60% for the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you, Brian.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Siakam outside. Pass to Nesmith. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Pritchard against Nembhard. Now Brown. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Murphy grabs the miss. Outside Nesmith. Down low. Here's Nembhard. That one's good for two. Nembhard's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there. And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up. His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to White. 4-3. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Here's Brown. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Brown's got 44.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Outside Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 7 rebounds in the game. Brown with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Fader on the way. Brown, no good.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
Back to Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
And Boston calls time here. Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Garza's checked in for Queta. Hauser comes in for Walsh. Shireman's checked in for White. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Nembhard. So nice passing by Indiana here. Pass to Siakam. 5 on the clock. He takes it in, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Siakam's got 12.
Oh, oozing with confidence late in the shot clock. I love it. Siakam believing that he can hit.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Shireman. Outside, Brown. Here's Shireman. There's the 3. Oh, nice D from Nesmith. To the middle. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting for Indiana, James Puff at the line for 1.
One shot.
Here's Simons. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
And that one falls for Simons.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simons' progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
Hits both from the stripe. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Furphy. Siakam outside. Just 5 on the clock. There's Nesmith with a 3. Simons with a rebound. Simons got 4 rebounds now. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Simons against Nembhard. Simons passes to Garza. Back to Simons. Releases. Siakam pulls down the board.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
Pass to Huff. Siakam in the post. Defended by Hauser. And Siakam gets it to go.
using focus and balance to convert jumpers. Wow, Siakam has really improved his shooting.
Here's Garza. Fires the three. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Huff. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range.
break.
The
Take a
defense
break.
just hasn't been able to
shot.
keep them off the arc tonight.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Boston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Simons outside. With the drive. Oh, sensational! What a dunk!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Inside, shoots. And Indiana misses again. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Gonzalez, over Nembhard, and Gonzalez gets it to go. Gonzalez has gotten 4 this quarter.
Simons has a shoot-first mindset, but he also takes great pride in making plays for others.
Nembhard, the pass to Huff. The 3 is up. Shireman grabs a board.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Simons outside. Pass to Garza. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Shireman. No good, off the front rim. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. To the left wing. Nembhard outside. Lets the 3 fly. Boston pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Simons outside. Pass to Shireman. 3-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Shireman's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Nice find there from Simons. Solid at recognizing when his teammates are uncovered.
There's a screen. There's Nesmith with the 3. Hauser grabs the board. For Boston, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in this second half. Garza passes to Simons. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
Hey, that's just their first turnover. Overall, they've done a great job taking care of the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Potter, he's checked in for Huff. And it's Jackson in for Siakam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Simons outside. Pass to Garza. Plenty of space. Pacers with a rebound. Nembhard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Furphy. On the wing, Nembhard. Outside Nesmith. Here's Potter. And here's Nembhard. He's covered by Simons. Shoots from the elbow. Gonzalez pulls it in.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
There's the drive. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Potter. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Nembhard. Simons with a rebound. Simons got 5 rebounds tonight. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Garza's shot is good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Furphy. Back to Nembhard. And there's a 3-second violation. Over the course of the last month, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams. The Celtics in second.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from a charity strike. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Some changes for Indiana. Walker comes in for Furphy. And it's McConnell in for Nesmith. Simons against McConnell. Out to the wing. Here's Gonzalez. Walker covering. Here's Shireman. And again, Boston with the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
1:02 left in the third quarter. McConnell against Simons. McConnell's shot is off.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Pass to Simons. Here's Shireman. He's guarded by Nembhard. Back to Simons. From downtown. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
To the paint. Here's Potter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
On the wing, Simons. He's marked by McConnell.
And just great commitment to the play. Simons doesn't let the foul stop him cold.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line, Anthony Simons. At the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Simons nails both of them. Here's Siakam. 14 points for him. McConnell outside. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's the Boston Celtics destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Boston.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Boston calls time here. McConnell's gotten just one of his 6 shots to fall here. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at the 4. That's the Boston 5. Brown can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Walker passes to Siakam. Shoots over White. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Walker.
Yeah, and Siakam is the total offensive package. A big man with post moves and a reliable jumper.
McConnell against Pritchard. Pass to Brown from the arc. Indiana with a rebound.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
Here's Shepard, down low. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
White, good. White's got 22 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's McConnell. Pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Brown draws the double. Left side White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Stolen by Siakam. On the break. And Siakam with the slam.
Wow. Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. White with it. To the wing on the left. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Jackson controls the rebound and the putback. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
White, the pass to Pritchard. Shoots over McConnell. Pritchard gets it to go.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And here's McConnell. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 5 assists in the game. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Brown draws the double. Back to Pritchard. To the middle. McConnell with a steal. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
A tried and true way to get guys off balance. Nice pump fake there by Siakam.
At the line for the Pacers, Pascal Siakam.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Siakam. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see. And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Pass to Huff. Siakam, left side. Here's Shepard. Now here's McConnell. 4 on the clock, and there's a pick. Shoots from the right block. No good, a bit long that time. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Pritchard against McConnell. Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's got 4 points this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Siakam. Back to McConnell. Walker, a screen on Pritchard. Walker's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Now here's McConnell. Here's Shepard. The teardrop. McConnell against Pritchard. Walker for three. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Celtics have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Pass to Brown. Shoots. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Shepard for three. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists tonight. Boston's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. And Pritchard, here we go. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Pass to Shepard. To the inside. Here's Huff. Siakam outside. No good on the three. Right side Pritchard. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots.
2 shots. That's on the first.
And that one misses.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
Boston making a switch here. Cade is checked in. Then for Indiana, Furphy's checked in for Walker. Neesmith comes in for Shepard. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Pass to Huff. Now Siakam. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. From 11 feet away, it's stolen. Nembhard with it. Pritchard picks him up. Siakam outside. The Pacers again can't hit.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Brown. Siakam against Pritchard. Back to Brown. Pulls it. Up pulls it in.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Nembhard outside. Inside. Siakam. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
First one falls for him.
And Siakam can score from all 3 levels, which is why this team leans on him to shoulder a lot of the offensive load.
No good on the second free throw.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to White. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Neesmith from behind the arc. Hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Siakam's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. And Brown with the stuff!
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Here's Furphy. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pritchard against Nembhard. It's Brown on the wing. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016, that was the top spot until Clay took it.
Pass to Walsh. Outside Pritchard, and stolen by Nembhard. Here's Siakam. Nembhard outside. Let's go with a 3. They get it back.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Now here's White. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. Well, the Pacers shooting 41% in this game. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And they end up winning the season series. Always feels good to have that upper hand over an opponent.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Nembhard finds Siakam. Pass to Huff for 3. Rebound Boston. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Shot on the wing. Can't connect. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen, congratulations. You had a monster game. What was your mindset coming in?
Just be aggressive, keep playing my game. No doubt, just keep executing the game plan. Everything will fall in place.
This team needs you to be aggressive. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.